welcome back. It is the Vegas Take Sharp and Shapiro. So glad you could join us on a Friday. Looking forward to this 3-day weekend. And, well, if you're looking forward to something to do, I know JD's been killing to go to the Chippendale show. Isn't that right, JD?
For the 5th time, yeah.
Yes. Well, we'll take you there eventually. Don't worry. We'll get some of those guys in studio, I promise you. But this is going to be a real treat. This is a awesome show at the Rio. It involves everything, all different types of talents, from people all across the world. Great routines, and I think it's got an element of a little bit of Cirque du Soleil in it, but some really fantastic acts, a lot of talented people, a lot of diversity in this show. It is called Wow, the Vegas Spectacular, and we have two performers in that show that are joining us in studio right now. We have Sylvia, and Kayla. Ladies, thank you so much for being here. How are you?
Oh, thank you. We are fine. We are so happy to be here with you, Brian.
I love that accent, by the way. Where are you from?
I am from Spain, from Barcelona.
Oh, I was going to say China. I was a little bit off on that one.
Do I look Chinese?
I was a little bit off on that one. And Kayla, thank you for being here as well. Where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
Australia. I love it. Well, thank you so much for being here. First of all, Sylvia, it's my understanding that in the show, you're shooting an apple and it involves a crossbow. First of all, how do you learn to do something like that, number one? And number two, I mean, I would be needing to wear like a diaper if I had to do something like that. Where do you learn to do something like that?
Well, I learned since I was very young with my family. My family have a circus. So my mother was not approving very much about this, but...
I can imagine she probably did. When you went up to your mom, he's like, "Hey, Mom, I want to shoot arrows into apples on people's heads." I would imagine.
It didn't start like that. We started shooting with bow and arrows and did like only targets, and then it gets more complicated until I did something amazing. And people always tell me when I finish the show, they say, "Are you crazy? You almost give me a heart attack."
Yeah, I would get one, that's for sure. Yeah. And you're a dancer in the show, is that right?
Correct.
Kayla? That's cool. So how long have you been doing that for?
For this show in particular, I've been here for almost 6 months.
Oh, wow.
As a dancer, it's been about 25 years.
What do you think about Las Vegas?
It's quite similar to Brisbane, actually, like the heat and the weather. It's a bit more glitz and glam, though, that's for sure.
And you guys perform, is it the Crown nightclub room, or like where exactly you guys perform? What's the room where you guys perform?
We have a beautiful room at the Rio. The show name is Wow, and the showroom was made especially for our show.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Especially all the lighting, is amazing.
So this is not the Penn and Teller.
No. Our show we are so proud of our show. Our show is done with love, really.
Because I'm trying to remember, because I know Prince owned a...
Prince used to... This is the showroom
that's
where
why I was
Prince
asking, because the room you're in used to be a nightclub.
Yes,
it used to be called Crown Nightclub, and Prince bought it, and he performed there. It's a really nice place.
It's beautiful.
Prince performed there for like 5 or 6 months.
Yes,
and
we still hear his voice.
And I know some of the dressing rooms, there's still some Prince memorabilia in some of those rooms.
We have memories of that, and people talk about it. The whole showroom is amazing because it's special for our show. It was after Prince was there, they built everything for our show. With this, how you call the LEDs, the big, the
LED wall.
Right.
It's all around. All these seats can see very good for the show. And the most important thing in our show is a family show. That's why for the holidays we have so many families coming to see our show.
And it's like I mentioned the word diverse, right? So you have 30 artists on stage, 3D multimedia projections, holograms, acrobatics, crazy choreography, people shooting bows into apples, great dancers. I mean, that's why I say this show is it's so diverse, right? And my understanding is this show has been seen by over 2.5 million people.
It's true.
That's pretty cool,
it's true,
right?
Brian. I have to tell you, after the show, we go and greet the audience and talk to them, and we have to speak to them. There are so many people who repeat to come and see the art show. I say, did you like the show? No, this is my 4th time. This is my 5th time. I said, really? They bring families. They say in Las Vegas having been a show like this for many years because it's really entertaining. It's complete. The families enjoy it. And we are so happy. We're really doing so good. That's
great.
Yeah, we love it to be here in Las Vegas.
So for a local, Kayla, that says, okay, is this like another Cirque du Soleil show? Do you get that a lot? And how does your show separate and different from a Cirque du Soleil show?
It definitely has like the elements of a Cirque show with like the lyra and those sort of things. But I think we're a little bit different, that we offer, I don't know, there's like the comedian aspect to it. And
yes, we have an history also. Our show have an history, and it follows the history, but in the history, it's always some acts coming, the best acts we can have. We don't compare to Cirque du Soleil because it's a complete different. People come and see our show. They say they love our show. They didn't get sleepy. They really was waiting for the next part to come.
Can I just say, listen, I like Cirque du Soleil. Don't get me wrong. I've seen all the shows. I enjoy it. But with that being said, I have tremendous attention deficit disorder. So after the first 5 or 10 minutes, when you do the same thing over and over, again, they're so talented. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to disparage them. But the first 10 minutes of the show, to me, is the entire show, and nothing really changes. It's the same type of stuff. It appears to me, and I haven't seen your show yet. I'm not going to lie. I want to. But from people that have told me that have seen your show, and I've seen videos of it, it appears as though there's a lot of different things going on. 1 minute, somebody could be doing something, and then something completely different.
You know what is the difference, Brian? Then we are so close to the audience. We are so close. We are, almost they can feel us. When I shoot an arrow, they are so close to me. They are looking at me like, my God.
Hold on. I have to ask you this. Okay, you're shooting an arrow. You're a few feet away from people that paid money.
Yes.
Aren't you afraid at all? Doesn't anything enter your mind that said, "Oh my God, if I miss, this could happen"?
The only person at risk is me when I put the apple on my head. But I'm always shooting backstage. Shooting. I never shoot at public areas. But it's really, it's the people are so close to me, they can see, even hear the arrow flying. But it's amazing. Not only my act, we have skaters, we have aerial acts, we have comedian, we have dancing. It's a complete show. This is why the people don't get bored. They are waiting to see what's coming next.
That's crazy.
And that's where we're different from other shows as well. That as a performer's world, it's very like 3 walls or 4th wall. We break the 4th wall. So we want the audience to be involved.
Oh, that's very cool.
We come down to the audience. We get them to interact with us. We let them know that you're going to maybe get wet during the show. But we try and break that wall. So we want them to be as if they're on stage with us.
So it's called the Vegas Spectacular.
Wow, the Vegas Spectacular.
Why is it called the Vegas Spectacular? Well, what makes it so spectacular?
Oh, gosh.
It's spectacular. I
think it's just like the biggest response we get as well. As soon as we leave, they're like, wow is like the perfect name for this show. They leave and they're like, wow, we didn't expect to see this.
So it literally makes you say, wow.
Yeah, many like when we say when we do meet and greet, that's a lot of the things that they say.
And it's not only the spectacular of the show; is the people can afford to come to our show. This is very important because some
Prices
other shows
are
are so expensive.
Yes.
And people, when they come to our show, they say, "Well, this is good price. We can."
So you can
and they see a show amazing. They say, "Well, it was."
I'm glad you brought that up because you can get tickets to the show for as low as $49. That is a great. If you want to sit really up front,
can you imagine a whole
you're going to spend a
family
little
coming
more.
to
But
see
yeah,
the show?
sure. Well, guess what? For people that are listening right now, they get to pay nothing. If you are the 5th caller and the 10th caller right now at 257-5396, we are going to give you a pair of tickets. 2 winners right now, 5th caller and 10th caller. If you call right now, you will win a pair of tickets to see Wow the Spectacular on a night of your choosing. This has a value of close to $300 because these are going to be good seats. The number to call if you want to be a part of the program and win, I should say, a pair of tickets to see Wow the Spectacular. We're taking the 5th and 10th caller right now, 257-5396. Again, that number to call. You will win a pair of tickets to see Wow the Vegas Spectacular. 5th and 10th caller, the number again, 702-257-5396. 96. Okay, so if somebody told both of you when you were much younger that you would be headlining, just off the Las Vegas Strip in Las Vegas at the Rio, what would you have said?
You're crazy.
For me, it's like a dream come true. I think being in Las Vegas is the top of the world. For show business people, being in Las Vegas is our dream. And this is a special city. And America, I love America. I think all America is a wonderful place to be. But Las Vegas is unique. It's a unique place to be for show people.
It certainly is. And the Rio is such a huge hotel, right? It is enormous. And I mentioned Penn and Teller, right? Your friends Penn and Teller who perform just down the hall from you, right?
Neighbors.
Have you guys met any
Teller come to see our show.
I was going to ask you about that.
He loved it. He was sitting and he says he was so proud to have neighbors like us.
Yeah.
And he gave us a note, fantastic note. We frame it. We have it in our show. We said these words are amazing. No, people really enjoy not only audiences, but people from all in Las Vegas, entertainers. They come to see our show, and they are surprised.
So who's somebody that maybe you both were maybe a little starstruck? Maybe somebody that you performed in front of? Do you have a story where maybe somebody really famous watched your show and said they were a fan of yours?
I have very funny thing. I did one show for the European community in front of all the ministers and Gorbachev and Angela Merkel.
You performed in front of Gorbachev?
Yes,
Oh,
and
geez.
even Kissinger, because it was some. Yeah. So it was wonderful to do the show. And after I did my act, at first it was like 500 security people saying, this lady is going to be shooting in front of all these ministers. And they said, don't worry. So I was shooting, and then after everybody was in silence. But the funny thing is I got already offered to work for the German military. The Minister of Defense called me and said, when you leave your act, can you come and work for us?
That's cool. How about you? Anybody famous that you got a chance to meet because of doing this show? And by the way, I should also announce, correct me if I'm wrong, in October, this will be the 2-year anniversary of your show here in Las Vegas. That's pretty cool because, listen, let's be honest. I've lived in this town for almost 20 years. It's very difficult to have lasting power in this city. It has to be a good show.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like a year even. If you can last in Vegas for a year, you're doing something right. So this is your two-year anniversary.
We're going to have 1,000 shows already.
That's
soon.
great.
1,000
Yeah,
shows.
November we'll hit 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
So have you ever met anybody famous because of what you do? And it was
Because of what I do. Here I've only been in the show like quite small, so I
Yeah,
haven't met
yeah.
anyone in the show.
Right.
As a dancer,
yeah.
my biggest idol probably would have been Rochelle Rackler, because as a
Oh,
dancer,
cool,
she
sure.
was at musical theatre.
Sure.
So I got to take class from her, and I got to be mentored by her, as well as Josh Burgass. So he was the director and
Cool.
choreographer for Smash, the TV show.
Very
So I
cool.
got to take
Have
from
you
him.
guys seen any other shows in Vegas that you enjoy?
Of course,
Yeah.
we've seen all of them. We've been invited by all Cirque du Soleil shows, and we see some bigger, smaller, some already gone. Like I love Marilyn. When they open Marilyn, I love it. But there are so many shows they open and they finish very fast. We're doing very good. We are very happy because our producers are very clever, and we're doing a great show. And this is what I said at the beginning. This show is made with love, and we transmit love to all the audience.
Oh.
So thank God we're doing good, and I hope we stay for a long time and people come and see us.
I'm sure you will because you're already coming up upon 2 years. So like I
Yes.
said, you're obviously doing
Thank you,
something.
Brian.
right.
And
God
you're
bless
right.
you.
It's very hard to sustain anything on the Strip in Vegas.
Yeah.
It
What
is.
outside of performing? What's your favorite part of Las Vegas? And honestly, I think that Las Vegas has the most underrated food in the world.
Underrated food?
Underrated.
Oh, my favorite thing. To be honest, I've visited Vegas a lot, and since I've been living here, I've stayed clear from the Strip. I'm trying to
You're
venture
smart.
out a little
You're
bit
smart.
more.
It's very
Yeah, I'm
intelligent.
like, well, the Strip's just the Strip now.
Yeah.
I think, but
Red Rock and things like that.
Yeah,
Red Rock's great.
Exploring more than what Vegas is thought to be, I guess. Everyone comes
Like
just
the
for the
perception
Strip.
of Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Here's what I want to do. So we already have a winner, Craig, but I have an extra pair of tickets to give out. So here's what I want. I want somebody to call in and ask one of these lovely ladies a good question. And if they deem it's a good question, I will give you a pair of tickets. So the number to call, and again, if you're just joining us, we're speaking with Sylvia, I apologize, who shoots an apple with a bow. I can't wait to see with a crossbow. And Kayla, one of the dancers in the show, Wow the Spectacular, which is at the Rio. Tickets range from $49 to $169 plus taxes and fees. It's at the Rio. If you call in right now at 702-257-5396, come up with a good question to ask one of these lovely ladies. And if they approve, we will give you a pair of tickets to the show. Again, that number to call if you want to be a part of the conversation. Give us a buzz right now. I have 2 more tickets to give away. That number to call again, 257-5396. Don't be scared. It's pretty easy to ask a question. It's not that hard. I've been doing it for 20 years, right, JD?
Yeah, and I'm not
not
going
hard.
to shoot nobody.
That's right. No, for sure. So I guess, you've only lived in Las Vegas for 6 months. How long have you been here in Las Vegas?
2 years. I am from the beginning. From the beginning, when we started rehearsal, the whole show was practicing for almost 2 months. And I am from the beginning, and I was in this plan of this show. It's fantastic. I had to say, you ask what I like from Las Vegas. Every day off I have on Mondays, I go to dine in some other different place. I love to dine in different places here in.
There are a
Las Vegas.
lot of good restaurants in Las
Beautiful
Vegas.
one.
Do
This
you-
is my entertainment.
Yes. Any favorite spots that you guys have gone to?
There are so many. All
There
the
are a
hotels
lot.
have beautiful restaurants, and it's really nice. Really, I enjoy it very much. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say McDonald's. I enjoyed,
No way.
I enjoy dining at McDonald's.
I love McDonald's. I cannot say no. Even in Germany, it's the favorite food in Germany.
fair.
Yeah, but no, I love McDonald's, but here it's not.
Well, we have a few people on the line that would like to ask you a question, and then I'll let you decide if we should give them tickets or not. I want to put you on the spot, okay?
I want to give tickets to everybody. Don't put me in this.
And I've only got a couple to give away, but
I'm not sure how good of a business decision that would be.
well, let's see how this goes. Let's go with Derek. If they don't want to choose, I'll choose. Let's start with Derek. Derek, thanks for calling in. You're on with the ladies, Sylvia, and Kayla from WOW. How are you?
Hey, what's up, guys? Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Hi. My question is, since this is Vegas, have you had any indecent proposals from, like, your, I don't know, people who come to the show or people who've seen your show?
That's a very good question. Kayla, why don't you answer that one?
Have I had proposal?
Has anyone ever proposed to you? Yes.
No, I actually have not.
Derek, did you want to propose to her right now, Derek? Is that what you wanted to do?
No. My
okay.
question was
Seems smart.
indecent. This is Vegas. Indecent proposals.
I actually do like that question. Let's put Derek on hold. Derek,
Okay.
hang with us for a second. We have another caller, 257-5396. By the way, the number to call if you want to ask these ladies a question. Let's go to Jeff. Jeff, you're on with the ladies of WOW the Spectacular. What's going on?
Hey, all right. Can't wait to see their show. My question was, do you guys have any difference in performance with the energy from the crowd from show to show? Not in the moment, but if you had, like, good energy the last show, would you perform better in the next one?
As a performer, absolutely. Like 20%, even more, is based off audience participation. If we feel like they're not enjoying it, we try and give a little bit more. And maybe they are enjoying it, but they're just not, like, portraying it.
Right on.
If you're, like, right into it, you're clapping, you're cheering, it makes us feel good on stage that we are doing something right. So we give that so much more, and we hope that you enjoy that more.
Right now, I think Jeff is winning. I apologize, Derek. It was a good question, but I think Jeff asked a better question. So we're going to have Jeff wait on hold. I apologize, Derek. Let's take one more call on this one. We'll give one more person a shot. Right now, Jeff is winning. Let's go to Tamra. Am I pronouncing that name right?
You are.
Tamra, thank you for calling in. You're on with the ladies of WOW. What is your question?
Hi, ladies. Hi, guys.
Hello.
I am calling to not necessarily question, but just promote a little. I don't know if you eat vegan food or organic vegan, but calling to promote Violet's Vegan Cafe. It's a great place to eat, and it seems to be in your area.
All right. Well, Tamra, I appreciate that. We can talk a little vegan food. Thank you for the call. Do you guys eat vegan food? I don't.
Well,
I don't because I
eat
think it's
everything.
disgusting. Okay, I think when I'm eating ice cream and it's not ice cream, it's disgusting. If I'm eating steak and it's not steak, I get disgusted by it. But that's just me.
How
I
do they
eat
create it?
everything.
That's also why I don't have a physique and I'll never be on the front of Fitness Magazine. You two are obviously in fantastic shape. JD, help me. You're not on the front of Fitness Magazine either, right? Fair to say.
I'm like a nice hybrid.
You
between
eat
the
horrible.
two.
You eat terribly like me.
My
Don't
diet
lie.
isn't the worst, but it's not vegan. We'll put it that
No,
way.
I listen. I went to a couple vegan restaurants. They were okay, but I want the real thing. That's all.
Oh, tofu just freaks me out.
Is it
I
too
mean,
much
I'll be
for a
honest.
man to
It
want
just-
the real thing? I want the real thing.
It just kind of scares me a little bit.
That's all I'm saying. Well, correct me if you just. I think Jeff should be our winner.
I think Jeff wins.
Jeff, congratulations! You just won a pair of tickets, Jeff, to WOW the Vegas Spectacular. Okay, so I want to give you ladies an opportunity again to plug the show and to talk about how people get tickets, how many days a week you're performing, exactly where you're performing. So give people the whole shebang. Promote the show.
Okay, we're at the Rio, just off the strip. We have our own theater. You can get the tickets online at the box office. We hit you up through Instagram ads, all those sort of things. We are on Tuesday through to Sunday, 7 o'clock, sometimes 2 shows, 7 and 9. We want to see so many families. We want everyone to come through. So hit us up. We'd love to see you in the audience.
My
We
dad.
wait for everybody to come and see us.
Yeah.
My dad is actually in town. Maybe, Dad, do you want to see this show? Yes or no? Maybe. Okay, wow, he sounds very enthusiastic. Thank you, Dad. I'm so glad I asked you. Anyway, ladies, he's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
He was a bit caught off guard.
Yeah. Anyway.
Wait till he see the show and then he change his face because he will want to come and see it again.
The first thing he's going to say when he walks out is, wow.
Yeah,
Obviously.
right.
Okay, I'll tell you, I'm going to take him to the show because I want to see
Please
the show. And
do
what I
so.
care about means more than what my dad cares about. So
Yeah.
I'm going to take, of
You
course.
do a good
Yes.
decision,
Absolutely.
really.
Probably. So you guys are doing the show holiday weekend. You guys are still doing it Sunday and Monday?
Yeah. No,
Yes.
Monday, no.
Not Monday.
This Monday we are on.
Oh, you are?
I'm sorry.
7 p.m. Monday.
And
Holiday
Sunday, 6 and 8 p.m.?
Yeah.
9.
No,
Or, sorry,
7.
6 and
7 and 9.
7 and 9. And it's about 90-minute show?
Correct.
90-minute show. Cool.
It's really entertaining.
Well, thank you both for being here. I
Oh,
can't wait to
Brian.
see the show. I'm going to check it out. And we had a couple winners. Congratulations to Craig and Jeff who won. And can't wait to see the show. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you for having
Thank
us
you for
here.
Thanks a lot,
Appreciate
guys.
it so much. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to The Vegas Take on the all-new 101.5 FM, 720 AM, KDAWN.